Hello and welcome back to another series here on the channel. It's going to be a continuation series of the previous Madden franchise series that we had with the Detroit Lions. But since then, Madden 21 has been released, and we are going to be taking over a different team here with the New England Patriots. I do apologize for the abrupt end to the Detroit Lions Madden franchise series, but nonetheless, we're going to continue our Madden franchise series here very early on in the game's cycle. And our first team we're going to be taking over is my favorite football team, and that is the New England Patriots. Let's go over the roster first and foremost. We're still in preseason here in week 1 of preseason, and let's go over the roster here. The quarterback room is Cam Newton. I'm not a big fan of the Cam Newton signing. In real life, I'm sure he'll do just fine in Josh McDaniels' offense, but here in Madden, I'm not a big fan of Cam Newton. I have played a lot of Madden 21 here so far in the first couple days. I got the free trial for 7 days, and now that it's released, I'm prepared to get this out to you guys so you guys can see the very first franchise of Madden 21 here on the channel. Cam Newton, I'm not sure he'll be here long term, but he is definitely going to be the week 1 starter because he kind of has to be. He's our number 1 guy. He's the best quarterback on the roster. But long term, I'm still looking at Jarrett Stidham, the second-year man out of Auburn. Doesn't have a high development trait, but he could have been the man. He could have been the man going into this year for the New England Patriots in real life. So I'm gonna give him every opportunity to succeed here in New England. Brian Hoyer will not make the opening day roster unless Newton or Stidham get injured. Brian Lewerke will probably be on the practice squad. He definitely will be on the practice squad. Running back room is featuring James White, Sony Michel, Lamar Miller, Rex Burkhead, Brandon Bolden, Damian Harris, and J.J. Taylor. Fullback, Danny Vitale and Jacob Johnson. Wide receivers is Julian Edelman, Mohamed Sanu Sr., Marquise Lee, N'Keal Harry, Demary Bird, Jacoby Myers, Matthew Slater, Jeff Thomas, Quincy Adebayo, and Gunnar Ozwitzki. Tight ends is Devin Asiasi, Matt Lacoste, Dalton Keene, Ryan Izzo, and Joe Cardona. Left tackles is Isaiah Wynn, Yannick Ajust, Justin Herron. Left guard, Joe Tooney, Hajalte Froholt, Jermaine Yolomanor. Centers is David Andrews and James Ferentz. Right guard is Shaq Mason, Michael Onwenu, and Najee Torin. Right tackles is Marcus Cannon and Corey Cunningham. Left end is John Simon and Derek Rivers. Right end is Chase Winovich and Dietrich Wise Jr. Defensive tackles is Lawrence Guy, Adam Butler, Bo Allen, Byron Cowart, and Darius Kilgo. Outside linebacker on the left side is Brandon Copeland, Shalik Calhoun, Onofre Jennings, Tashawn Bauer. Inside linebacker is Donta Hightower, Shawan Bentley, and Cash Mula. Outside linebackers on the right side is Josh Uchi and Brandon King. Cornerback room is Stephon Gilmore, Jason McCourty, Jonathan Jones, J.C. Jackson, Justin Bethel, Michael Jackson Sr., and Lindsey Pipkins. Free safety is Devin McCourty, Adrian Phillips, and Cody Davis. Strong safeties is Patrick Chung, Kyle Duggar, Terrence Brooks, and Joe Juwan Williams. Kickers is Justin Warwasser, and punters is Jake Bailey. So that is the overall roster to start preseason. We have 75 out of 75, and I believe the progression tool from Madden 20 carries over to Madden 21, so I'm going to try to see if I can make that work. And if it does work, we're going to use that. But if not, I will reset these sliders back, the XP sliders back to 100, back to the default Madden sliders. The gameplay sliders are on your screen now. I have done some beta testing with it, and I think it's fine. But if I notice things are getting out of hand, we'll definitely make changes to the sliders. And if you think the slider's too high or too low, you can leave a comment down below, and I'll do the beta test, and I'll check see if we can fix that. Without further ado, let's simulate to week 1 against the Miami Dolphins. We're going to simulate the preseason. We win 20-17 over the Detroit Lions, but we do have an injury, and Chase Winovich is out with an abdominal tear. All right, 4 weeks. He should be ready for week 1. Week 2 against the Carolina Panthers. We lose 21-10. Week 3 against the Eagles, and then we have our cuts to make. 22 players to cut, but first off, let's take a look at what the other teams have cut. So Larry Fitz is out there. Patrick Onwuso. Let's sort by position here. So quarterbacks, Josh Rosen. I'm going to sign him to the practice squad for sure. Running backs, Jalen Samuels. Would I rather have him or Rex Burkhead? 88 speed, 81 carrying, 73 catching. I'm going to sign Jalen Samuels to the roster, and that pretty much guarantees that we're going to be letting Rex Burkhead walk. Larry Fitz is a intriguing man to sign, but I'm going to hold out on that. All right, tight ends, no one really. Left tackles, no one. There's Joe Dahl. He's a left guard out of, I believe he was with the Detroit Lions previously. Martinez Rankin. Left end, Terrell Suggs. John Franklin Myers. I'm going to sign John Franklin Myers. He fits the scheme well. Defensive tackle. Shai Tuttle. Tim Settle. Right end, Jannard Avery. You know what? As a speed back, a speed rusher, I'll sign him. Just for now, at least. A left outside linebacker, Harvey Lange. Inside linebacker, Patrick Onwuso. I'll definitely sign him to be our third middle linebacker. Right outside linebacker, Josh Harvey Clemens. All right, corners, Rasul Douglas. Trevor Williams. No one really here that really catches my eye. Free safety, no one. Strong safety, no one. And that's about it. Okay, so we signed 2 guys to the practice squad, I believe, and we signed a couple more, so we have 26 guys to cut on the roster, so let's get right into it. The quarterback room is going to be Cam Newton and Jared Stidham. So Brian Hoyer, your cut. Brian Lewerke, practice squad. We have 2 quarterbacks on the practice squad. Running backs, with the signing of Jalen Samuels, Rex Burkhead can be cut. Lamar Miller is going to be cut. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have 5 running backs on the roster. Actually, we'll have 4. Because then James White, Jalen Samuels will be the backup, then Sony Michel, and the backup will be Damian Harris. So 4 running backs will be on the roster. And fullback, 79 lead block. I'm going to cut Danny Vitale. Have Jacob Johnson there. Wide receiver, Julian Edelman, Mohamed Sanu, Marquise Lee, Demary Bird, N'Keal Harry, Jacoby Myers, Matthew Slater, Quincy Adebayo, cut Gunnar Ojwitsky, Jeff Thomas, practice squad for him. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide receivers on the roster. It's not bad. Joe Cardona can get cut. Ryan Izzo can get cut. And those are the 3 tight ends. That's fine. Justin Herron, practice squad. Left guard, Jermaine Elemenor can get cut. Centers, that's fine. Right guard, Najee Torin can get cut. Right tackle, that's fine. Left end, Derek Rivers is going to get cut. Right end, Jordan Avery, Dietrich Wise, that'll be fine. Defensive tackles, Darius Kilgo, Byron Cowart to the practice squad. And there's 3 there. So 8 players left. Left outside linebacker, Deshaun Bauer. He can get cut. And it's glitching out on me here. Brandon Copeland. No. Shirley Calhoun can get cut. Middle linebacker, Cassius Mula, practice squad. Right outside linebacker, Brandon King, Josh Uchi. Should have 3. All right. Corners, So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pipkins. 68 to 64. He can get cut. Michael Jackson. He can be the 5th. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then Bethel. He can get cut as well. So 3 players left. Cody Davis. He can get cut. Sean safeties. Terrence Brooks. He can get cut. And 1 final player. And I don't know who it should be. I want to carry 4 running backs. I'm not cutting Matthew Slater. He's just a living legend here in New England. Got to hold on to him. Myers, Harry, Demary Bird, Marquise Lee. I'm gonna cut Marquise Lee. I know I didn't even look at the stats or whatever, but this is the roster I want going into year number 1, and that's the roster I'm gonna get. But we can, however, take a look at the stats so far. Cam Newton, Jared Stidham hasn't even played it down. Jalen Samuels got cut with this stat line. I'll definitely take that. Wide receivers. All right. N'Keal Harry is set to be a focal point of this offense going into his 2nd year. I'm going to look to get him involved a ton. All right. So that's the roster. So far in preseason, we have the 30th ranked offense to go to 23rd defense. It's a new era here in New England. No more Tom Brady. No more Rob Gronkowski. No more Jamie Collins or Kyle Van Noy. We lost a lot on defense. I believe it was seven starters last year in defense that have left via free agency. Excuse me. We lost a lot of guys. And it's going to be my job to take over for this team and to rebuild it the way Bill Belichick or Robert Kraft or the New England Patriots would build. The plan is to be Bill Belichick-esque type of builder here with the New England Patriots. So no funny business. If you're not performing and it makes sense, we are going to cut you. It's going to be no nonsense football here in New England. Just like it is in real life. And we're going to try to bring the dynasty back to New England. And it being my favorite team, I'll try to be unbiased as possible. But yeah, we're going to do our best to bring a winning team back to New England and bring the Super Bowl to its rightful home here in New England. But yeah, we're approaching 13 minutes on the video. We'll simulate week 4 of the preseason here. We got our 10-man preseason roster filled out. Got a 53-man. And answer your question here. So coming off a strong preseason and a good record a year ago, how far can this team go? Quarterback is going to be a big question mark to open the season. It's hard for me to say, but we're going to keep this momentum and get off to a hot start, and we'll go from there. Yeah, let's go ahead and set the depth chart. So quarterback is going to be Cam Newton, Jared Stidham. Running back is going to be James White, Sony Michel, Jalen Samuels, and Damian Harris. Fullback is going to be Jacob Johnson. Wide receiver, Julian Edelman, who is going to be in the slot. So N'Keal Harry can be right there. And Mohamed Sanu. I'll actually switch those. Jacoby Myers, Demar Bird, Julian Edelman. It could be like that. All right, tight end, Devin Asiasi and Dalton Keene. 2 rookie tight ends. It could be our 1-2. O-line is fine. Left end, John Simon and John Franklin Myers. Right end, Dietrich Wise, Gernard Avery. Defensive tackle, Lawrence Guy, Adam Butler, Bo Allen, John Franklin Myers, and Dietrich Wise. Left outside linebacker is going to be Onofre Jennings to start off the year. Brandon Copeland being the backup. And we'll put John Franklin Myers out there. Middle linebackers, Dante Hightower, John Bentley, Patrick Onwuso. That's fine. We'll put Brennan King out there, 88 speed. Josh Uche. We'll put Gernard Avery out there. And then That's good. J.C. Jackson is going to be our slot guy. Jonathan Jones is going to be our number 2. McCourty would be out there on dime packages. But Gilmore, Jones, McCourty, Jackson Sr., free safety David McCourty, Adrian Phillips. I'll put Joe Williams there. Strong safety Patrick Chung, Kyle Duggar, and Joe Williams. Kicker and punter are set. Kick returner is not going to be Matthew Slater. I can tell you that. It can be DeBarian Bird. And Damian Harris. Let's put him up there. Punt returner Julian Edelman and DeMary Bird. Kickoff starter, lawn snapper. It's not going to be Joe Tooney. It is going to be James Ferentz. Third down running back is going to be James White and Jalen Samuels being the backup. Power back is going to be Sony Michel, with Damian Harris being the backup. Slot receiver is going to be Julian Edelman, followed by Jacoby Myers. And I'll leave DeMary Bird out there. That's fine. Rush left end is not going to be John Simon. It is going to be Anna Free Jennings, with Brandon Copeland behind him and John McLemore behind him. Rush right end is going to be Josh Uchi, with Dietrich Weiss behind him and Gennard Avery behind him. Rush defensive tackle is Lawrence Guy, Adam Butler, and John Simon. It can actually be like that. Sub linebackers, Dante Hightower, Juwan Bentley, and Cal Duggar. Slot cornerback is going to be J.C. Jackson, followed by Joe Williams, and then Michael Jackson Sr. Alright, so that's the depth chart all set going into year number 1. Take a look at the final lineups here. Well, O-line is the best part of this offense for sure. Defense, definitely the defensive backs are the best part of this defense. D-line is not bad, but could be better. We're missing out Chase Winovich for the first week of the season, I want to say. About 1 week. But, yeah, we're ready for week number 1 against the Miami Dolphins. But that'll be in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And I will see you guys in the next video.